Tench fisher's dawn this is, isn't it? Mist just rising off the lake there. Just on sunrise now. And we're out tench fishing again. I can see a few fizzes of bubbles out there now. I'm not sure whether they're from tench or from the ducks that are squabbling around a bit. I'm sure some of them are tench because they're really concentrated, fizzy patches of bubbles. So it looks like we might get one or two tench this morning. Friday the 25th of May I think it is. I thought there was going to be a few people down here, but as usual, got the pond to myself. Nobody wants to fish it, can't understand why. The times I've said that are unreal. Yeah, just in two tench rolling at the same time, so looks like they're quite active. So let's get the rods, get some baits in the water and see what we can do. Nice way to start a nice sunny morning after tench. Nice little plump female here. About 4.5 to 5 pounds this one. And that sun's going to be a scorcher today apparently, so I don't know how long I'm going to last. But it looks like it's going to be really hot. The fish are feeding. I've lost a couple, but this is the first one I've landed. So good start. Could be a carp I'm into here. Well, unfortunately that one came off, as you just saw. I'm having a bad day here. I lost a good fish earlier on, got me straight into those snags. I did land a fish soon after, but they're fighting like crazy this morning. Now that one, I was convinced that that was a carp, the way that was going. It shot across there, took me right over there. I was getting it back and it was going towards those trees, so I bent into it, had it coming in towards me, convinced it was a carp still, then it pulled out. But when I wound it in, that's tench slime. So that was a very, very, very hard fight in tench, and I'll never get to know how big it was, but I lost it. Oh well, try again. I don't know if you can see it out there, but it's like it's snowing. We've got all this fluffy willow seed drifting down and settling on the lake. I mean, look at the surface out there, carpeted in it. And every time I reel in, I've got all the stuff up the line, and it's clogging the eyes of the rod. Well, I've got another fish on here. Managed to keep it away from the snags. It's just whether it'll stay on or not. like a fair fish. Funny, isn't it? Half an hour ago I was tearing my hair out because I lost a good fish after a crazy battle, and that was a fair old battle, that one, but we won it this time, and it's redemption. It's a good fish. I reckon it's a good 6. It could well be a 7, but it's at least a 6. I knew it was a good fish, but I didn't think it's quite this good. It's another outstanding male. 7'8" this one goes. 7 pounds 8 ounces. And that's my second biggest tench out of here. You know, 2 days ago I had a 7'6" male, and I thought that's got to be the biggest male in here. And I've gone on and eclipsed it with this one. 7'8". That's thick. Outstanding specimen. And just what I came down here for. A beautiful sunny morning like this, catching unbelievable tench like this. Fantastic. Right, let's get this beauty back. Stunning, stunning male tench. And back he goes. Off you go, mate. There he goes. And another decent fish. Just over 6 pounds this one is. 6 pounds, 6 pounds 1, 6 pounds 2. Bit of an old warrior, this one. It's got a little bit of a mark down the side there. Blind on the eye, and this side completely blind. So a right old warrior. He's been around a bit, but still a nice fish. Just over 6 pounds. What a day. Well, it's about 1:30 now, and the tench fishing is absolutely dried up. There's no fizzing. I haven't had any bites. Absolutely nothing's happening. I think the last fish I had was about 9:30, so it's been a while. So what I'm going to do, I've got my light float rod with my centre pin. One of my dad's old floats again. And I've just been on the bank back there with an old bit of wood, and I managed to find half a dozen worms. So I'm going to have a little bit of fun and see if I can catch a roach or a rudd on the worms that I dug on the bank just behind us here. There you go, one little tiny worm on the hook. See if we can catch a fish. We've got something on the worm. it's not a half bad roach. That's what I was hoping for. Fish spawning. No fishing. So it's an early pack up today. There was signs earlier on of the tench spawning, and as the day's gone on, you know, there's been a few more signs. Fish chasing each other around and splashing about through the snags. So the owners decided to close the lake for probably at least a week. So that's the right thing to do. I fully agree with it. Leave the fish alone, let them finish their business and give them a bit of a rest, and then come back in a couple of weeks' time. So that's the end of my tench fishing for a little while, I should think. My other club closed last week, this one's closed now, so I'll have to look for something else to do. I think I fancy a bit of sea fishing. Might do a triple two down on the beach, we'll see, but I'm sure I'll be back here soon enough. So see you on the next one. Cheers.